Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Echoes in the Dark. I'm Bloodborne. Good to see all you guys in here again. I see quite a few folks in here. Good to see everybody in here. So yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. A lot of interviews recently out there for LOTRO. A lot of discussion about what's to come. There's some very interesting things. You've got 19.3 on Bull Roar right now. You've got some more Mordor talk. You've got quite a bit. It's exciting stuff. And I am really excited to see what this year brings. Because, let's be honest, it can only get better, right? It just keeps on getting better. It just keeps getting better. Saint, what's up? Lala, what's up? Mornio, what's up? Good to see y'all. Hope you're having a good night. I see Meg is in here. I know Meg is very, very happy right now. Very happy. But yeah, if you guys haven't got a chance to check into all the interviews that have been going on recently, I highly encourage you to check them out. You've got the one from Massively OP. That was a text-based one, I believe. You've got the one from well, I can't even remember the name now. LOTRO Reporter. LOTRO Reporter one on the podcast is very, very good. Chris does a fantastic job of keeping things very on point as far as what questions are asked, and I really enjoyed that one. That one was really, really good. So check those out. I feel like there's another one I'm missing, though. But the thing I'm honestly most intrigued about is the High Elf prospect. From the one of the discussions, it was actually mentioned that in Mordor, they're looking at adding a playable race being High Elf. I don't know. I hope it's only a race, but I don't know what that would necessarily look like either. I really don't want it to be another thing of like the case of the Bjorning. And the only reason I say that right now is just because I don't think we need another class. Now, it was only mentioned as a playable race, so I'm good on that. I still don't know what that would look like, though. I don't know where that would fit, what you would do, what would that really look like? I have no idea. So, it's intriguing, nonetheless. I'm excited to see what they do with it. It could be an opportunity for a lot of lore-based stuff, which is great. Anytime we get more into lore, I'm very, very happy. I love reading that kind of stuff. It gets me pretty hyped. Turn that down a notch there. So, there's that. Right now on Bull Roar, you've got 19.3. 19.3. A lot of quality of life adjustments, which are pretty solid. I know that a lot of folks that are pretty hyped about the housing adjustment to be able to move your hooks more dynamically on the X, Y, and Z axis, which is, well, I guess, did they say Z as well? It's just depth. Yeah, it's depth. So you get a lot more control on the interior hooks. Now, this does not apply to the exterior hooks, which is okay. They said they ran into some issues with the exterior ones, and I guess you think about some of those really large things like the ruins that you could put in there, or the Dragok statue, or some of those like huge ones that you can put out there. I could understand those hooks causing issues if you were able to move them around too much. That being said, yeah, more exterior hooks would be good, Meg. I agree. I don't use my house that much. Mine, honestly, is just it tends to be storage, and that's really it. What I would honestly love to see, there's one very, very big thing for kinships that I would love to see happen over the course of the next year or so, and honestly, that is a true kin bank. One that you can access from the vaults, any vault keeper. You can keep tabs on who is putting stuff in and taking stuff out, put filters on it, as far as, you know, what rank in your kinship can do certain things with it, and that way you can actually break it out into things that make a lot more sense as well. That is something that a lot of other games have done quite well, I must say. And I think that it's something that would really kind of drive the community here a little bit more together in the realm of kinships. Because kinships right now don't have a whole lot of benefit. You know, it's easier to see when maybe all of somebody's alts are on. You know, you do have the house with some extra shared storage. You've got some kin mail. Really, that's it. I think it was Gallo had like one of the best write-ups of the kinship revamp proposal that I think I've ever seen in a game, period. If anybody has not seen that post, it's actually several years old now, but it's still very, very, very good. I really like it. So just something to keep in mind. And, you know, I for one would really, really love to see some more kinship integration, more things that you benefit from being in a kinship versus being solo. Because right now, you don't really have too many advantages other than, like what I already previously said. Not a huge deal. So in the other interviews, there's a lot of discussion about the IP itself, what it meant, what it looked like doing all this work with Standing Stone Games, with Turbine, with Warner Brothers, and what all that all looked like. I think that that horse has been beaten enough, so I'm not going to talk too much on it, other than it just sounds like typical business. It's done. It's over with. It took them several months to get it all done. They're still working on some things as far as in-game things. That's actually what what was that, the 9.2.1 or 2 or 3 update that we got last week, that little small patch, was actually to clean up a little bit more of the in-game stuff. There's a couple more things that'll still be there, but it all looks good. Looks really good. So again, 2017 is looking very promising from the LOTRO standpoint. I'm very excited for 2017. I hope you guys are excited for it too, because honestly, I still love this game a lot. I still play it a lot. You guys know that. I play a lot, and I just want good things for it. As far as the class stuff, again, what we were talking about with the High Elf, I don't think, again, it was only mentioned as a playable race. I don't think we need another class. I would love more focus be put on fixing current issues with certain classes, because some of them are not necessarily in a terrible place, but they're just not in a great place, and they are certainly not balanced out well right now. It makes some of them kind of useless in certain circumstances, and that's just not a good feeling. And the Bjorning is one that I can think of, honestly, that needs quite a bit of attention right now. It's just not, it's not great at any one thing, and you should every class should be good at one thing. It's not really that great at anything, and I think that needs some attention there. I think part of that might be just the basic. They kind of went with the same model of the old Warden, where they were a medium armor might based class, and they switched them all over to agility. Well, now we have another medium armor might based class, so again we have some issues there. So I hope that that all gets kind of adjusted. They're not really good on mounted combat at all. As much as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of mounted combat myself. It should still be the mechanics of it should still be good. Yeah. So that's kind of a little brief recap of what's been going on. So I'd love to see what you guys have to say in chat. Gussie, what's up? How you doing? Half Pint, what's up? Good to see all you guys here. Grave Diggers, what's up? Good to see all you guys in here. And what do you think about the house hooks thing? I think it's good. I mean, anytime you have more flexibility with the hooks is good. Again, I don't use my house that much, but I think it's a good step. You know, I know they said they ran into some issues with the exterior hooks, but so I don't think we'll see that anytime soon. But I think it's good. And what I would like to point out too is that 19.3 is really a player feedback patch. If you look at those things, if you look at the notes that were put out there as the primary release notes, a vast majority of it is player feedback. Like, hey, we want more control in player housing. We want Flora. Flora is being put to account bound. That's awesome. That's great news. Because, you know, how many you don't like going out on every tune to farm all this stuff. You know, hey, Callie, what's up? How you doing? So something like that, that's a pure quality of life adjustment that was based on player feedback. So again, it's one of those things where I've said it before. Anybody who says that this team does not listen to player feedback, I don't know what else to say. If they don't take what you say and implement that, it doesn't mean they're not listening to it. It doesn't mean they're not reading it. They most certainly are. Some things are a lot easier than others. Some things are incredibly difficult. Some things are impossible without reworking the game completely. So, Slog, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. So that is one of the things that, you know, I love to drive home is feedback, positive, negative. Make it quality though. You know, when you have good quality feedback that allows the development team, that allows a streamer, that allows your friends, your family. If you have good quality feedback, positive or negative, it allows a person to really dive in and digest it and make sure it's something that they can do, want to do, whatnot. But if you just say, "Yeah, this sucks," what do you want me to do with that? You know, so giving good quality feedback with examples and potential solutions is a great thing. It is highly undervalued, I think, at the moment, because everybody thinks typically that, somebody's already said that. You know, that's a big deal. See, they definitely do listen to player feedback, because I remember asking if they could add a birthday cake into the game. I didn't specify I wanted it as a cooking recipe, and it turned out into a birthday cake hat. There you go. There you go. I remember that hat. But that's just one of those things, like we said, positivity is huge. It's very easy on the internet, behind anonymity, to be mean or cruel or distasteful. It's a lot more challenging just to be positive and be open and just really do things in a positive light. So it's one thing I try to do. I know I don't always do it. I'm not necessarily the best at all at it. Have we a new class in the next expansion? From what it's sounding like, we are getting a new playable race, potentially. They're looking into it. It does not need a new class, though. So that is something that we'll have to see how that shakes out in the coming months as information becomes available. But right now, the only thing that has been said about the High Elf is that it would be a new playable race. So yeah, there's going to be I no doubt believe there will be a ton of speculation around that. Which, hey, that's always good. Speculation is kind of interesting in that it also provides insight into what a community is thinking, given a potential outcome. Did we talk about the store issue? What store issue is that? The only one I knew of was the Steam payment one, which they are working on. Thought the Lothlorien elves were high elves. I believe out of the people that are there, I see what you did. I see what you did. All right, cool. So what we'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and hop in game. And and we'll kind of go from here. All right, so my good old faithful friend, my lore master. We are working within the Stone Deans. We are at the Gap Holt now, so this part is actually almost finished here. I have noticed this last couple days that LOTRO is actually chewing on a little bit more CPU than normal for me. What a lore!
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Shoot, that was only 20 minutes of talking. What are we at here? Where's my frame rate at? Or my frame rate's hiding at? Oh well.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Can become a VIP issue. Did they fix the... I am not sure about that, Jolie. Did they fix the deed LOTR issue, or does anyone have it later? But I am stuck with no VIP. Honestly, I would probably... submit a ticket on that to the support team. Alright, I've arrived in Gap Holt. Lore Master is hard to play. I never try it. It's not hard to play.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
It's just
These are desperate times for the
I'm gonna have to
Rohirrim.
turn that player or the NPC volume down a bit. There we go. It's not hard to play. It's just a different style. It's not just like go in guns blazing. You know, sometimes it's a little bit more prep work, or sometimes it's a little bit more definitely slower casting and things like that. So
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
yeah, I know there were some issues, but worst case I would say is submit a ticket if you can't. More horses back there. Nope. There's 3, 4. Yeah. Actually, you know what it's been? Is actually since that last Windows update. Okay, my class is minstrel and my girlfriend playing a guard. Ooh, that is a good combo. That is a fantastic combo. So when I started playing on my champ, and then this would have been like 4 or 5 months after I started playing. I convinced my my wife, girlfriend at the time, to play. Give it a chance, because back then it was the 14-day free trials. So I was like, hey, if you got the 14 days, give it 14 days. If you don't like it, I'll never ask you to play it again.
I am afraid.
It's like, okay, fair. So I rolled my hunter at the time with her minstrel. And it worked out pretty well. All right, what we got here? Collect wood and prepare for the departure. Okay. Wood planks. So for any of you guys that have the ability to, one of the things that I always encourage people to do is to hit up all the LOTRO streamers. There's a big chunk of them that are on the stream team already, but if you are not familiar with that, I need to heat these guys up anyway. My name is Bloodborne. For those of you who don't know who I am, I've been I've been playing the game since Shadows of Angmar in 2007. I've been streaming for over 3 years now. Almost exclusively LOTRO. I've been branching into some other stuff more recently. But yeah, that was it's really something I've put a lot of time and effort into, is showcasing this game and what it is. So you know, any support that you guys have for people that are streaming Lord of the Rings online is hugely helpful. And if you want to stream yourself too, and that's awesome, because the more people we get streaming the game at one time is overall better for the community itself. And her is always on point. I mean, it's all right. It's all right today. You know. Let's see. We need to.
Welcome, my friend.
But one of the things I always ask is, especially when I come over to the stream, because there are folks that can't normally catch my stream, if you have an opportunity to, head over to twitch.tv/Bloodborne, hit a follow over there, and I hope to see you guys in my streams. I normally stream about the same time every night, usually around 10 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are on now, probably could do that. Ooh, all that pet stuff, great. All right, let's decon some of these bad boys.
Well met, my friend.
All right, so we need some more wood planks. The cooking moment, and you learn so much from watching everybody. I learned so much from all the streamers I watch, different ways to play, different classes, etc. Yeah, and you might find little things too, just like not even like playstyle things, but like tips and tricks on how to optimize something or how to make something run smoother. There are a lot of American streamers on the LOTRO team, right? Yes, there are, but you have a few that are not as well. Well, I can't stream, but I do my part on my YouTube channel. Hey, that's helpful as well. Content creation, just in general for the game, is huge. It shows that there are still people that care about it, and that it's not something that's just going away. Which is going to be even more important in the coming months as we head into Update 20, which was briefly touched on. That it looks like roughly we're looking at March 4. And then, you know, obviously Mordor would be later on down the line this year. It's kind of what they're looking at. Where's that last one? It's over that way. There we go. So as the information becomes available for that kind of stuff, Storm Blooper, thank you for that follow over on my channel, buddy. I appreciate that. That's where it becomes very important. Place barricades. I just forget how that one's at the front. As information becomes available, so not everybody can actually check out every form of social media that's out there, or forums, or whatever the case may be. So it's really important that people use whatever their forms of communication are. So whether you have the ability to do stuff on your YouTube channel or here on Twitch, or you're a forum advocate, or you have a blog site that you use, things like that. Let's see, me too. I'm trying to understand English because I'm from Switzerland and speak better French. Okay. I stream LOTRO for French people. All right, that's pretty cool. But it's always good to see LOTRO streamer even at 5 a.m. There you go. That's what's up. Yeah, that's the cool thing. You know, it is obviously it's a smaller game. It's not going to be the size of your WoW or anything like that. But we've talked about that many times in the past, where WoW was kind of the anomaly within the the MMO genre, because there were MMOs before it, and there were certainly ones after it. So WoW was certainly the anomaly. Advisor, what's up, bud? How you doing? Aren't there some French streamers? I know there's at least one German streamer. You know, I'm not sure where everybody is from, to be perfectly honest. All right, where's this last one? There we go. I've seen pretty much, you know, I know I've seen French, Russian, German, Spanish at some point or another. As far as how consistent they are, that part I don't know. I try to keep tabs on things as best I can. Slogs are... No worries. No worries.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Advisor, no, I have not yet. What am I doing here? Berries. Passive. Oh, good. Yeah, Sweet Steve is actually one of the Australian ones. He's actually a pretty good friend of mine. Actually, met him through Cool Kyle, which got to talking to him today. He's got technicians coming out to the house tomorrow, if not Tuesday, for the for that internet issue. So he's basically been able, his internet has gone from 100 megs down to disconnecting him every 5 minutes. And so he obviously, you can't stream like that. I mean, you'd just be sending out notifications like crazy, all kinds of stuff. I stream not every day, but every time, one in the week I play LOTRO for fun. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Look at this last part here. Desert Tile 97 sounds like your internet. Yeah, internet's can be a very fickle thing. It's no joke. There's gotta be something extra running right now. Let me look at something real quick. What the heck is that? Really? We can close that. Windows Audio Device Graph Isolation, 20% CPU usage. Now that kind of sounds like a joke. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright, do something here. Hope you guys can still hear me alright. Probably not. I don't know which mic that's coming out of now. Well, we'll go with that. Okay. That should be fine then. That was ridiculous. Background process taking up 30%, 20% CPU. And hey, game smoothed out a little bit.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Have I been playing LOTRO since day one? No, I started It launched in April of 07. I started playing in November of 07. I got the game for my birthday in September of 07, but I did not have a game at the time that could, or a machine at the time that could actually play the game. So, how about that? A little troubleshooting and it to smooth that right out. Beauteous. Now we're back at 50% CPU usage and 60% GPU. Much better. Gotta get all up in that waterfall. Alright, later, Slog. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not a founder, but I'm definitely an original game player, yeah. Yo, Lexi, what's up? What's happening? Oh, it's slightly irritating. Yeah, right?
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught. I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Across the bridge to leave the gap hole. Is that away? These people are peacing out.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Indeed it is. Oh, it's playing much smoother now. Well, sort of. Yeah, I didn't, this was my first MMO. I didn't really know about the MMO culture. I didn't know about even a lot of gaming culture back then. I didn't really know about, like, pre-orders and betas and that whole kind of, like I said, culture. I just really didn't know much about it. So, everything after that, though, was pre-order, you know, being very engaged in both kinships and world chat, and then that obviously progressed into doing more beta tests and things like that. So there's a lot of things that changed for me as a player as I grew with this game. I don't need to even kill these guys, do I? Defeat? Oh, no, I do. And just burn. Hello. I currently switched to Arkansas, and I'm trying to grind to level my guy up of the house so I get to my level. Do you think we can? Yeah. Yes, we can. What's up, Bacon? How you doing, man? Can you kill him? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, Bacon, of course, my man. Her's always got to be on point, my dude. It's the way we roll. indeed. Winning. God, I love that. Does anyone here play Guardian on the yellow tree? I certainly do not. Mine's either in blue or red. Hey, when you can't see the indicators on these guys. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. If you're sending messages in Discord or anything, or whispering on Twitch, no, not right at the moment. Not while I'm in game. Alright, that should be all of it up here. Let's go turn in this one down at the Overseer and then head back to Harabrand. Actually, save a little bit of time. Go ahead and do the port.
I have need of your help. I have need of your help. I do not know if we will survive this
Geithmund.
onslaught.
Oh crap, I didn't take the one I wanted to though. Oops. My bad.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands. I am afraid what is happening to these lands.
Alright, Woodhurst has fallen. Alright.
What is happening to these lands?
Doing pretty good, Akmar. How you doing, man?
Power waited in the shadows of Woodhurst for the moment to strike, and watched while the city's champions squabbled among themselves. Now residing on the seat as Woodhurst's conqueror, the champions may be too weak to purge its growing influence.
Oh, these archers. Guess I wasn't paying attention to that. Yep, definitely wasn't paying attention. I forgot they all pulled in the instance regardless. Whoops. How about we just let these guys go do their thing? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh well. It happens. What can I say? The Twitch stream is very much faster than others. What do you mean? That is one that I always forget, Meg. Thank you. What's your two favorite? Two favorite what? Classes? And probably have to be the RK and the champ. Wasn't it always on like the dead before, like back in the old days? Second favorite class to use? RK. Oh, shit. Hello, boys. Do some work here, man. Oh, so we got some guys that actually knock out, too, huh? Damn it. Didn't mean to use that. Just because I can. God, that would be a crappy way to go right there. Oh, Hairbrand, I'm glad you got all fixed up there, my man. That's great. That's just great timing. That's just great. RK, the Runekeeper. That would be my second favorite class. Oh no. Yeah, it's for the Runekeeper. Oh, what's up, Tusper? How are you going, Burn? There we go. Have an arcade about level 25 so far. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, arcades are a blast. I enjoy them. So how's the Bjorning class? Anyone here played one? I have. They're interesting, I'll just say that. Not my favorite style of shapeshifting and stuff like that. I mean, they're fun to level, but to a point. And I couldn't really get into it a ton. Like, I think they still need a little bit of work. God damn it. I'm not paying attention again. Not paying attention to what is hitting me. Well, let's get back up there. That's not a bad thing about looking at chat and playing at the same time. Look over here. Not up there. Oh well. They're great for big battles. If they're healing. Coming up on 2 years? Yeah, coming up on 2 years. Been a while.
I have need of your help.
All right, there's that trade point. It's all pet stuff. Yeah, if you're talking about, usually this show is about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer sometimes. Usually try to save majority of the stuff for my channel. All right, so now we gotta go. I know we gotta go to the Westfold now. Alright, I don't know. Let me check my log here. Westfold to the Westfold. Oh, perfect. I actually have the starter quest for this one this time. Thank goodness. Alright, Westfold.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
Let's go ahead
lands.
and port him. Advisor, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Let me look at something. All right. So we'll go ahead and keep on this part right here. I want to get to... I'll do the handful of quests that lead us over to Helm's Deep. So definitely recommend, if you are leveling up right now, definitely do all of the Western Gondor, or Western Rohan content, sorry. Western Rohan content. Just because it's kind of a pain to go back and get the stuff. When you could have done it at level, getting rewards that are relevant for you. I don't know. I would just say do that. Any of the zones that actually have trait points tied to them, like Western Rohan, Central Gondor, Old Honorian, make sure you're doing that stuff as you level. Going back and doing it is not that fun.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Yeah, there's 4 points tied to Central Gondor. Search Theoden at Helm's Dyke. Okie dokie. It's one of those areas that we quest as part of leveling just because of the trade points. Yep. Yeah, Lexi, that's the real pain about it, is that it does take about the same, because it's not so much about killing stuff or advancing through there. Best place, Smeagol, is to go through the LOTRO wiki. It actually has a link to the quest lines that are tied to it. That's probably about the best thing. Did they say there would be a level? Yes. Just not how much. I don't think we could necessarily do a real full expansion if there wasn't some leveling. I'm totally on board with a full-blown traditional expansion. Crafting tier, leveling, just everything. This game is definitely not pay to win. Definitely not pay to win. A lot of stuff is convenience, for sure, but aside from that, yeah, I think that's where people get more of a feeling of grinding, more so than other people, is if they're doing free to play and they actually have to get all their points to unlock stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I get it. Not everybody has $10 in the budget to pay for a game subscription, but sometimes you have to look at what it is too. Like, oh, I didn't mean to write that. No, yeah, I did. The so if you get 500 LOTRO points a month, that's roughly $7 worth. Oh gosh, rendering all these guys in. It's roughly $7 worth of LOTRO points. So you're actually paying for, if you want to think about it this way, you're paying for 500 LOTRO points a month, and you're getting your game subscription for 3. And if you do the, well, if you do it, that's as if you need help.
You are here to help us.
Justifying anything.
Welcome all able folk. I count your aid double.
Do I want to do? I don't want to do
We
the
have
book.
need of you. There is still much to be done.
There we go. Nice, Jolie.
Theoden's
That's a
company
good tip.
parted with me upon the road and retreated to Helm's Deep. What news could have reached them that turned them from their path? If we're going to add more levels, add 50 more, make us work to get back to Cap to spend a day getting back there. Yeah, there needs to be something that is different from the leveling perspective. That's the biggest grief I have, is because when you launch content and people just throw on throw on XP accelerators, they throw on their boosted stuff and everything like that, you gotta make it worth it. Otherwise, people are just not going to do the content. And
The Rohirrim do not surrender.
that's something I think is going to be kind of a challenge for them, because there's so much stuff in the game itself that allows you to accelerate through things. And that is a challenge just because the game has been around for almost 10 years now. It's because there's 10 years worth of content. So something to be mindful of, you know? You got to be aware that in some circumstances, people don't play it for the content. They play it for maybe the end game only. So, yeah, that's just something that people have to be cognizant of. Yeah, and if you pay yearly, it's even less. Yep. Wait for me at Helm's Gate. Shadowfax is kind of slow. However, they seem to take it for granted that people will use those things and have had expansion content updates and just running through the zone and doing all the quests and not with the level cap. Yeah. And again, these are all things that we need to give feedback on too. It's like, The rendering from Shadowfax is slow. Yeah. Thank you, Invisor.
Hail, friend. I knew that you would not miss this chance.
Yeah, I'm all about the content. I am with Evil's group that are holding at level 50, so they could do the content on level again. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I don't need that one. I do need that one. Okay. I'm not going to do the book one right now, because I don't need book 13 for anything. Examine fortifications. Yeah, so yearly is $825 if it's $99 a year, so it's $99 for 12 months. And if you're getting roughly $7 in LOTRO points, that's a darn good deal. Yeah, your sub then comes out to $1.25. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But anyway, actually, this is a pretty good stopping point for me right now. What we're gonna do. Let's see. Up here. Trying to take a look at what we have here. Having just got back into the game, I have some cynical look into the quality of what was released around the time of level 95 booster things. Yeah, I can see that. I think everything after that was pretty decent, though. Like, everything Pelennor Fields is pretty good quality. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Moving forward. Later, Akmar. Trying to find some folks that were. I don't want to host somebody that I've not watched before, just because I don't know what I would be putting the LOTRO stream on for hosting them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. I'll just hop back to this. Get away from these horses because they're making a ton of noise. There we go. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight. Regular schedule this week is in effect, so Monday, pretty much all week, 10 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/Bloodborne. I do believe Wednesday, barring any updates, the last several days that I've had to be able to do morning streams, we've had patches, so we've been down. So anyway, if you're not already following my channel over at twitch.tv/Bloodborne, head on over there, throw a follow on there. That way you know when I go live. And then we will see you next week as well on Echoes in the Dark. I hope you guys enjoy the show. If you guys ever have feedback for me, feel free to send me an email at bloodbornemmo@gmail.com. I read all of it, and I do try to digest as much of it as I can and make changes where it's appropriate for the stream. Also, if you guys have topics you want to talk about in a later update or a later episode, let me know. I do try to do a lot of stuff for the time that I do have. I don't have a ton of it, working full-time and taking care of a kid. So I really throw whatever I can back at this community and try to make it as good as I can for you guys. So on that note, have a good night, have a good week, and we'll see you all in the other stream very soon. Take care.